The wig, I mean the wig. Right, guys, great to see you. We've got someone really special to introduce you to now. He's a long-term friend of the Gadget show. Both Suzi and I have been in a challenge with him. Sorry, I just like to watch Tina. Just take your time, Johnny. It's not, you don't look ridiculous or anything. Here you go, my love. Bye-bye now. Tina, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually going to soup it up, all right, for the next show. So it goes about 40 miles an hour. It's going to be brilliant. Yes. So the gentleman I'm talking about is, in my opinion, the best magician currently working in the UK. Please give a warm Gadget Show Live welcome for Mr. Paul Zenon.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. How are we doing then? Okay? Oh, that's good. Well, it's fantastic to be here in Birmingham, which is never easy to say with any degree of sincerity, to be honest. However, we are glad to be here this time. We're having a fantastic time. Let me explain what I do. I do magic, so I travel around telling lies to people, cheating them, deceiving them. It's a bit like being a salesman in a mobile phone shop. And now, when I was a kid, we didn't even have mobile phones. You know, we just had a couple of tin cans with a bit of string between them. But like, technology's moved on leaps and bounds in every field. And now, obviously, the flavor of the month is the iPhone. Hands up, who's got an iPhone? Just the two of you? And you know what? I think the iPhone's had it. I think it's out of date, it's passé, it's so last year. What you need is one of these. Check this out. You know what that is? It's not a bit of card. Shut up, kid. What this is the new Z phone. Yeah, look at that. Ultra slim, flexible, high definition screen, as you can see by the demonstration image of a polar bear in an avalanche. You can go hands-free. And you can even customize it. You can color it in, do what you like with it, draw pictures. That's the new logo I've designed for the Z phone. Very imaginative. That's the camera lens. And what you can do with this is you can take pictures of the future. Can you imagine that? The future. But then I am a liar, but not really. So I'm going to take a photograph of the future right now. Here we go. And there it is. But I'm not going to show it just yet. I'm going to show you it in a bit in the future. First of all, I'm going to show you a card trick. Now, card tricks do tend to be intrinsically very, very dull. However, this one is no exception. What normally happens is, in a card trick, you get someone to examine the pack of cards. We haven't got time for that, so just trust me, a regular deck of 73 cards. What I'm going to do, I'm going to choose someone in the audience at random, okay, by throwing a playing card somewhere down here, okay? So whoever the playing card sticks in their eye, just jump up and just shout, "Oh, your mama." So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a good one, that. Right, who's got, oh, sorry, madam. Just stand up and shout out nice and loud, "What's your name?" Sorry, a bit louder. Can I call you Bob? I can't hear you. I'll come a bit closer. Sorry, shout again. Caleb. Okay, Bob. What's going to happen? I'm just going to go throw it nearer the next show. I used to have a goldfish called Bob. You could tell he was called Bob because all the other fish used to go. It's rubbish, but topical. Now, what's going to happen here? Just have a look at that playing card that I threw. Was that the one you were thinking of? Bit of a long shot, but it's worth a go. That would be brilliant if it was. One day that's going to work. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get you to choose a card, okay? So I'm going to riffle through these cards like this, just with my thumb. Let's get a little close-up of that so I can see it. As I riffle through, I just want you to shout stop whenever you like as I do that. Stop, okay? Let's use that one. 6 of hearts. That's as good as anything. And what's your first initial? Try shouting that. C. I got that one. Cool. Okay, so C. And what's your second initial? W. C-W. Now, let's have a look. You here, give me a number between 1 and 10. 7, correct. Very good. Okay, 7. A little continental 7 there. So we've got CW7 on the 6 of hearts. Normally, what would happen in a magic trick is the magician will shuffle the pack, lose the card, and then they'll do this sneaky little move like that, and they'll pull the card out from behind your ear, right? We're not going to do that. We're not going to even use the cards. We're going to use the Z phone. Now check this out. I told you it was high resolution, and it's incredibly high resolution. I took a photograph 2 minutes ago of the future. The future is now. And check out that picture that I took before. It's a 6 of hearts with a CW and a 7. Whatever your name is, thank you very much. Now, so hands up again, who's got an iPhone? First of all, who's got an iPhone 3? Down here. Oh, none of the posh seats. No, we've all got iPhone 5 and 6. And no one at the front. You've got a 3. Do you mind getting it out for us? That's it. Just can you take it out of the case for us? Oh, it's not in the case, right? Okay. I'll tell you what. You're not going to be able to get out from the middle row. Is there anybody who's? There's 2 kids shopping their dad over here, going, he's got one. He's got one. So because it's not actually a trick. This, it's just a very subtle form of mugging. And that's the story. Can you take that out of the case for us? We don't want to damage the case. What's your name? Dean. I'll tell you what. You come with me, Dean, and let's find who's got a 4 down here. Anybody got a 4 who's kind of near the front who can get out easily? Who has? You have. Right. What's your name? Ed. Okay. Ed, if you get, have you got a case on it? No, that's fine. Give Ed a round of applause and Dean a round of applause as they come up on stage. We have to do this little safety walk here, like this. We're not allowed to just jump up that 4-inch ramp because that could be too dangerous. I reckon if you can't get up here without injuring yourself, you shouldn't go out ever. Now, Dean, you have a seat here. Okay, and Ed, if you have a seat there, because you're just in time. You know what time it is? It's time to play Tested to Destruction. Hiya, Dave. Let's stick those there. How's the missus? All right. What we're going to play, ladies and gentlemen, is Tested to Destruction. Does anybody know how to get those off? Shame to ruin a good suit. One of the most common forms of damage to iPhones is through moisture. You know how it is? First thing in the morning, you get up, you're not really awake. Instead of putting sugar in your coffee, you accidentally drop your phone in. It happens to all of us. And by the way, kids, whatever you do, don't do this at home until the coffee's cooled down. Otherwise, you might scald yourself. Now, as I say, moisture, one of the most common forms of damage, right? Another common form of damage is impact. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. A little tip for you, if for whatever reason you do actually get your phone slightly damp, use the word slightly loosely, what you need to do is dry it out very, very gradually, right? Just leave it in a nice kind of warm place, but not too warm. You don't want to stick it in the oven or in a microwave or anything like that. So just dry it very, very gradually. However, we haven't got time for that. Got a long show, got a big show, got to move. Sorry, Dave. So I'll tell you what, Jace, bring it on.
Apple. There you go. All right, front row. All right, you ready, Paul? Let's do it. Oh, that was a bit hard.
Oh, nice one.
Ready?
Oh, look at that. And that was quite a bit closer than in the last show. A little tip for you again. Never ask Jason for a light. Now, I was talking earlier about one of the most common forms of damage to phones is impact. You know how it is? You drop it on the floor, you accidentally tread on it or sit on it, or is it a sudden kind of like military intervention?
Follow me, Private Perry!
I am right on your tail, Captain Bentley.
Target sighted 10 meters ahead.
Check 10 meters ahead. Oh, I'm having a bit of a nightmare.
Closing now. Target on the floor. Now.
Here we go. There's the 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
Whoosh!
Yes, go, Captain Bentley. Destroy. Destroy. Good job,
I think I heard that one
Bentley.
pop.
Finish them off, Kerry.
Here we go.
Okay.
And 4, 3, 2, 1.
Forward!
Excellent. Wow. Well, actually, you know what? I really don't think there's a lot in it. Although I do think that the screen is coming slightly loose on the 4. But don't worry, I've got my little magic wand. I'll just give it a quick tap to fix it. How about that one? That's a bit unfair, so we should really give the same treatment to the 3 as well. That was a good one. So, actually, I'm not even sure which screen belongs to which here. However, we have got time for one last test. And you wouldn't believe what the most common form of damage to a mobile phone is. Tell them, Jace.
Industrial blender.
Industrial blender is correct. So there, let's shove the 4 in there, and the 3, and possibly a bit of the 4 in there. It's amazing how many people drop their phones into blenders. Happens to all of us. Now, we've been a bit unfair with the kind of product placement in this show. We've been mentioning Apple a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we should redress the balance. We're not just going to use Apple for this. We're going to shove a few Blackberries in there as well.
There, isn't it?
And a few oranges. There we go. Okay, so get ready to blend. 3, 2, 1. It's always good to shove your hand in a blender on a show where there's lots of kids in the audience, I find.
There you go.
I think the 3's standing up much better, to be
I
honest.
agree. It's less evenly blended, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. But anyway, obviously we're not going to send you home with your phones like this, are we? No, we've got a couple of jiffy bags to put them in so you don't spill any.
None of that music,
You hear
Paul?
that music? Yeah?
Yeah, I recognise that.
You know what that is, don't you?
Yep.
That music means is that not only do you get some free food with your phone, you also get a goodie bag. Not just any goodie bag though, these goodie bags are ever so slightly different because they've got an additional item in them, these goodie bags, that no one else in the show gets. You know, I was talking about my tin can phones when I was a kid with a piece of string. We've gone all modern and cordless now, look.
Yeah.
With sealed tin cans. And have a look inside this can. Dean, was that the card you were thinking of? Inside there is a magically cloned 3. Do you want to switch that on and check that is your screensaver, just for insurance purposes?
Put your passcode in.
And that's yours over here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for 2 fantastic
It
sports.
works. How about that, dude?
Cheers, man. See you later.
How about that? 2 bemused iPhone owners and the fantastic Paul Zenon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks a lot. See you later.